So if you watch streamers like Neon, Jack Daltrey, Aiden Ross, Fuzi, or Vitality recently, then you've probably been on a platform called Kick. But why exactly has Kick streaming been so dangerous over the past few months? That's what we're here to discuss, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press that subscribe button to join the travels of the biggest traver, because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And while you're at it, be sure to press the very first link in the description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now with all of that being said, let's get into exactly why and how Kick streaming has become so dangerous within the past few months. The platform Kick started gaining a lot of popularity in 2023 when it signed one of the biggest streamers that there was at the time, Aiden Ross. And the platform Kick was created to solely be a competitor to the platform Twitch. Many streamers felt like Twitch didn't have any competition within the streaming world. Obviously people streamed on platforms like YouTube, but people don't really view YouTube as a streaming platform. It's more of a place for, videos and short form content now. And with there being so little competition for Twitch, this is when a few people and streamers saw the opportunity to say, okay, well, let's create a platform where the revenue splits are equal and better than what Twitch is giving out. And while we're at it, let's have less rules and give more freedom of speech and whatnot to people that want to join our platform. And that's exactly what they did. And in the beginning of Kick, before they started signing a lot of big streamers, it was mostly just a platform you would go on to watch a lot of gambling streams and maybe like some IRL streams, some Aiden Ross here and there. But for the most part, in the early days, it was majority gambling. But as more big streamers started signing contracts with Kick and their numbers started getting revealed about how much money they were making, more and more creators started coming over to Kick. And this is when Kick content really started changing. You see, as of lately, Kick has been entirely IRL streams. And I'm pretty sure as of right now, Kick is probably the only streaming platform where you can open the app and you can literally see streams of people boxing, street fighting, or even catching predators live.
This guy's hearing me, a 15-year-old boy! He came here to meet a 15-year-old boy!
But how did this big wave of IRL streaming even start on Kick in the first place? Well, it all started with a very popular YouTuber at one point named FuziTube. Now, FuziTube was doing like this IRL streaming thing where he claimed that he was going to go live for an entire 365 days. Now, some of the content that FuziTube was doing over on Twitch was very questionable and ended up getting him banned for a short period of time.
Sleeping on your level, cause there's beauty in the struggle, nigga. There's beauty in the struggle, nigga.
And when people get banned on Twitch or feel like they're being treated unfairly on Twitch, it's becoming like a very popular thing where the streamer will get banned on Twitch and literally just end up streaming on Kick, hoping that they could get a Kick streaming contract. Now, as I said, the content that FuziTube was doing was very questionable. So when he came over to a platform that didn't have many rules or any structure or anything like that, his streams will only become worse and worse. And he had streams on there where he was getting into fights with people or smacking people, throwing water on people, just creating all sorts of chaos. But this will all come to an end one night when Fuzi had a complete mental breakdown on stream and ended up self-swatting himself. Now, this all allegedly stemmed from a person that was in FuziTube's stream harassing him, but this led to him calling the cops and telling them all sorts of lies and things like that, just to get the cops to come to the hotel room and talk to him about this person that was harassing him.
You fucking idiot. I've already started breaking your heart. We've only been at war for 2 days.
This is a Matrix.
What do you have to say about that?
Get your gun.
I got it.
Hey, what's your address? Text me your address. I swear to God, you're dying tonight. Wallahi, you're dying tonight. I'll go to jail for you. Do you get it now? You know, if he was on his way right now and he had a gun, I would be dead and he would still be asking me questions. Send the fucking cops. Send the cops. There's a gun to my head right now. There's a gun to my head. Help, ma'am, he left. Ma'am, he left. There's a gun to my head. Help, get them. Help, bye. Ma'am, Intercontinental, what's my room number? Help, tell me. 2027. That's what I have to do to get help.
But instead of the person who was reportedly harassing FuziTube getting in trouble, FuziTube would end up being the one who got arrested. And after that, we wouldn't hear from FuziTube for about 2 months until his release from the mental hospital. And that was the spark of how streaming on Kick started becoming very dangerous. I mean, because we're talking about a person who got arrested, faced serious charges, ended up getting locked away in a mental hospital for 2 months. But in the process of this whole IRL streaming run, he was accumulating thousands and thousands of viewers. And this was all in the hopes of him getting a Kick contract that he reportedly stated was worth $70 million. And the problem with this is that Kick doesn't have many partners or ads or things like that. So a lot of streamers are deciding to come over to Kick and do the craziest things imaginable on stream with the hopes of receiving a big Kick streaming contract, because the only way streamers are making real money streaming on Kick is with the contract. Yes, they have a better revenue split than Twitch, but it's much harder to make the money on Kick than it is on Twitch because there's not as many people subscribing and things like that. So this will lead to streamers like Zerka coming over to Kick, and he was literally wandering around the streets of Miami, quote unquote hunting for another streamer named HS Tiki Taki, who apparently he was having some beef with. And this streamer HS Tiki Taki was also streaming on Kick as well. And one day while the both of them were IRL streaming in Miami, Zerka took it upon himself to go out and try to hunt down HS Tiki Taki. And this led to like a huge street fight that ultimately ended up getting Zerka deported back to Canada. So that is another example of how Kick streaming is literally just dangerous. Like, imagine you're just IRL streaming with your girlfriend or whatever the case may be, and another streamer just literally attacks you. Like, that's what happened. Like, that's how that entire situation played out. But that's not the only crazy thing that's been happening recently over on Kick. There's even been like some bigger names that's been getting into a lot of drama and trouble over there on Kick recently as well. Like, if you're familiar with Aiden Ross's group SSB, they've been getting into like some dangerous content over on Kick as well. And if I can remember correctly, it all started with one of Aiden's closest friends, Convy, smacking one of the Island Boys on Neon stream back in the summer. And this was also the same stream that like Fuzi smacked Jack Doherty and all of that on. This was all around just one of the wildest streams that I've ever seen in my lifetime. But when Convy smacked the Island Boys, they began chasing him around the streets of Miami. And people were even saying that they had guns and all types of things that could have just went way worse than what it did, all because of a simple stream with heightened drama that was supposed to be for content.
Bro, don't touch me, bro. Straight up touch me or what, nigga? Bro, what? Oh my god! Yo! Hey, chill! Bro. Oh, fuck! They got guns, chill! Yo, no one do anything! Come on. Go. Oh my fucking god.
And if that's not bad enough, shortly after that, more members of Aiden Ross's SSB group will end up jumping a streamer named Hill Mike live on stream. Hill Mike was live streaming a party, of course, on Kick, where he would get into an altercation with one of Aiden's friends named Sweater God, and that led to other members of SSB coming to the party to defend Sweater God. So after the altercation, Sweater God then left and then pulled back up to the party with other members of SSB like Cuffham and Citrus. And when they entered the party again, they would just end up jumping Hill Mike and getting into a big fight in the middle of the party. And the most recent Kick streamer that I could think of that's been doing like dangerous style content that I've been talking about is a streamer named Vitali. Now Vitali is an old YouTuber who was known for doing pranks. Now his pranks has been dangerous and things like this. Doing dangerous things is not new to a streamer like Vitali, which is probably the reason why he came back and decided to start streaming on Kick. Now he recently did a stream where he would go around like the streets of LA catching child predators. Now I'm not saying that this is a bad thing by any means that he was doing or whatever the case. It's actually like a good thing that he's doing, but there's like certain ways you should go about doing things like that, or security, or a lot of different ways that you should do content like that, you know. But during these pranks, not only would he catch the child predator, but he will also like call the police on him, which again, that's what he should do. But the police take a very long time to even get there to begin with. So in most cases, while he was waiting for the police to get there, he would have to try to keep the predator in the area before the cops came. And this involved him doing like a lot of tussling and things with the predators. And then when the police finally arrived, he takes it upon himself to try to like troll the police officers and things like that, which we all know that can end very badly. But all of this that he's doing can end very badly. One of these predators could have some type of weapon or gun or anything like that, and Vitali, he has no security or anything like that with him, so it's very easy for this whole thing to just go very bad. He even mentioned himself multiple times during the stream that he was like nervous and scared while he was doing it, but he had to do it because there was 20,000 people watching and things like that. He even had his mom in the chat at the time, and while referencing like the 20,000 people he had in the stream, he would always like say, "Hey Eddie, you see the views I'm pulling." And if you don't know who Eddie is, it's one of the main owners of the state gambling company, and he's also one of the main owners of Kick. So Eddie is the person who people always reference when talking about Kick contracts and things like that.
And I don't want to sound like I'm asking for a lot, the deal is pretty crazy, but can I get a $20 million stake deal? Is that possible?
I don't know, man. I don't think that's possible at this very moment.
So this is just another example of a streamer doing dangerous, crazy style content in hopes of just getting a big Kick streaming contract. Now, none of these events other than Fuzi really ended super bad, but obviously there's always a chance that these things could end very bad. Like getting in a fight in the middle of the road in Miami and ended up getting deported back to Canada because of a live stream is insane. Swatting yourself and that landing you in a mental hospital for 2 months is insane. But the reality is that a lot of the stuff that's happening over on Kick right now is extremely dangerous. And they're all really just doing it for the views of going viral and hoping to just get a Kick streaming contract. I don't know how any of this is going to play out or how Kick is going to handle this situation, or whether they'll implement more rules or anything like that, because those are the things that really separates Kick from Twitch, honestly. Maybe once there's a way for streamers to make money without getting these big streamer contracts or whatever the case may be, maybe they'll tone it back down and not do as much dangerous things just for the views of going viral. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback to me. Be sure to tell me how you feel about these IRL streams that's been going down on Kick, and whether or not you think these are dangerous and should continue, or whatever the case may be. And if you're new, don't forget to press the subscribe button to join the Travels with the Biggest Trapper, because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all been going crazy with the support though, like dead serious. We're almost there, and that's when the grind gonna start for real. Y'all gonna see. But as always, I appreciate the love and support, and I'll catch y'all boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye, have a beautiful time.